DTR on a Thursday night, which means it's our Division 2 with race 1 of Season 12 already. By the way, this is me, Bog, and I'm joined tonight by my good friend Nell. Nell, welcome.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Bob. Good to be here. As I normally do the comms on my own on the Thursday, but obviously work commitments this season's going to struggle, so Bog's kindly doing it. But happy to join you
Um,
tonight for the season opener.
yes, well, it's been a while since we did comms together.
Mm.
Like,
5, 6 seasons, yeah.
no, not that long, but we used to be regular regular duo. Um, anyway, about tonight we have, well, if you may see, we have 19 drivers, but we should be joined um, quickly by Nathan, who, well, has some kids to put to bed quickly, and then he'll be here. By the way, the season opener in Brazil with a full grid. That's a good start. Well, or at least 19. Um, round 1 of 12. We'll go through the calendar in a bit. Let's see who is going to be out on track. We got one reserve joining us tonight, TGL Stewart. Some people will not be happy with having him on track, as well, he's fairly quick and could definitely fight for the prizes on in this field.
Mm-hmm.
But he's replacing Daniel, who unfortunately didn't show up. So we're happy to have him on track, and I'm sure he'll give some other drivers a good battle. We'll go through the teams and all that in a bit, but yes, sorry now.
No, I was just going to say just a note on that with regards to if you don't communicate and you don't turn up and you're not there at 8 o'clock when the race starts, if we have reserves queued and they're sitting in their rigs ready, they will get the drive.
Yeah, exactly. It's much more fun to have full grid. Yep. But, well, at least that's how I see it. I'd love a full grid over like just 12, 13 guys on track. So I think it's Stewart with the first in the hot lap.
Yep.
Can we see what he did yesterday? He drove in Division 1. And he was fairly quick. He had P5 on the grid with an 8:00.75. Well, I bet on the first run now he won't improve on that, but
no.
Let's see what
we're going to be looking at a similar time tonight, round about there.
Yeah,
we've got a couple of new drivers in as well, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, we got 3 rookies on the grid.
Oh, I know, it's good to see.
It's been a while that we had that many rookies. Let's see. I think that's Nathan calling for an invite. Let's see. Time Stewart puts on the clock 8:02. That's pretty quick coming out of the box straight away. We're gonna invite
Johnny.
Ooh, Johnny.
Yeah, so Johnny on the pace early doors as well. Hammer coming to almost 6.6.
Invite sent to Nathan. Oh, well, Johnny usually is quick in the season opener, and then, well, I mean, he won the first race of last season, but didn't do much after that.
Johnny was in it till round about the halfway stage. And
things just kept going down the rain for him.
He did mention that the tracks weren't to his liking the second half of the season, but I mean, he really did have a drop off on it, and some unfortunate incidents as well. But yeah, it'd be good to see him up there.
I think his and mine season were fairly comparable. I did a little bit better, but also I think he missed 2 or 3 races. I missed just one, but I was unfortunate in quite a few incidents, and so was he. And then, if you want to fight for the top places in a championship, you need to be there every race in the top 5, and I think that 8 out of 12 times a week you need to do better than that.
Yeah, it's all about consistency. I mean, obviously, good results do help, but if you can
Yeah, but
consistently
if
achieve
it's
top
in
five.
my case, it was a lot of P4, P5 in the occasional podium. Um, Johnny was a little less consistent in that. And that's when you get like I think I was fifth in the standings, and he was about 7 or 8. I mean, the season before we were 1 and 2,
Mm.
or 1 and 3. I don't know. Johnny was second or third, um, which shows he can do. But then again, the field was pretty competitive last season, better than the season before. To my opinion, this season it's less strong, as if you have been promoted, although we didn't count on Stewart being here. And of course, it has to be mentioned the passing of our reigning champion,
Yes, yes,
which
sadly.
I'm going to devote a short moment to it. Our champion, Lewis, aka Hammers, a good friend of us, unfortunately passed away recently. So let this be one moment where we say, Lewis, thank you for everything. We miss you, and we're gonna keep on going. Um, See you someday.
Yeah, I pretty much echo those words, Bog. As they taken far too soon from us, was a wonderful character, a good friend, good laugh. Will be missed, but yeah, may he rest in peace, and we will play again in the next life, I'm sure. So, but yeah, we miss you, mate.
Yep. So with that said, we will move on to the current competitors. You may see two drivers who have retired already. That's like Cuts is playing his Joker, and D Summers, who had a quali ban from last season.
Yep, carried over. So he was going to play his Joker as well, ironically. So unfortunately, he'll be starting from the back of the grid for his quali ban, and still having to start from the back of the grid to play
No,
his Joker
no,
at some
no,
point.
no, no. Was I did great last night playing his Joker in Division 1, getting a podium with a bit of lucky mums in the end for him, but nevertheless, that's double points, giving him the
Yeah,
lead in the championship. And I
yeah, well,
already asked a question in the chat, like, when was the last time was it at a championship? Well, do you know the answer, Nell?
well, I think it was Brazil, wasn't it? But I can't remember
Yeah.
what season. It was
Well,
the season that Guna and Brandon had an unfortunate.
the season was crown champion, and was that season 3?
Season three, my goodness.
I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we're in season 12 now, so, huh?
Yeah,
That says about it.
yeah. I mean, Waz has lost a few championships since then, both for himself and for others.
Hey! Yeah, I have no idea what you're on about. Yeah, Abu Dhabi. Um, Cavol is on track. Last one not to have set a time on the boards yet. Nathan is trying to get in, but it doesn't seem to be working.
He might not be able to get into after quali. Sometimes it's this game doesn't seem to like mid-session joiners. I'm on board with Stuart coming round towards the final sector now.
Cavol has put
See
us
what his
on
time
P3,
is.
by the way.
Stuart is a tenth up on his current time, so looking at a low 108, whether he'll get into the zeros or...
I'm on board with Stewart here, nearly out of ERS, so that won't help. Oh, look at that. Isn't that... I think that's about exact the same time as he had yesterday.
Well, if it is, then he's certainly fulfilling his
No,
potential,
no.
isn't
It's exactly 2 thousandths quicker than he did a day ago. Wow.
Still got a run left in him, so he could break into the 107s.
Yeah, perhaps. But I wouldn't want to waste all sets of soft tires here.
No, not with the potential safety cars. But I mean, the strategy soft medium does work here. It is a stretch, obviously medium softs. Probably the ideal strategy is the either soft or hard or medium hards. But there's a few different options you can go for, aren't there, Bog?
Definitely, definitely. It's quite tough under tires this track. So meanwhile, trying to send Nathan a new invite as he seems to be having some technical issues.
Okay, so Honey Badger coming round, but he's not going to threaten his time. Look, he's backed out, going to go for another lap. Who else do we have coming round next? Rigby on a 109.1.
I see a very surprising P5 for Pipke.
Yeah, been doing a bit of practice, or just feels a
Uh,
little bit more comfortable.
Maybe
Rigby up to ninth.
he did one race last season.
Yep.
Oh, just a second now. I need to answer someone.
No problem. Okay, so Ralph just coming round in the Red Bull now and dives into the pit, so he's aborted that one.
Nell, could you excuse me for a second?
Of course, no problem. So, right, okay, not sure who the live feed is on with, but I'll have a quick look to see who's coming round. We've got a McLaren coming round. Is that double? It was, yeah. Okay, so who is on a lap? Hummer. He is 14 thousandths down on his time. See if he can pull anything out the bag in the last sector. He can't now. 36 thousandths down. Remains in 7th place. Next on, looks like Pom Bear is pulling into the pits as well. Anyone actually on a lap, Skipper? Are you on a lap, sir? Just coming towards the end of sector 2 now. We'll see what his time is as he goes across, but looking at his ERS, I don't think he is pushing. No, 9 seconds down. So anybody going to do a lap for us today? Got a lot of people in the pits. We've got some now on their out lap. So Stuart looking to do his final run. So 5 minutes left. Might be a bit early to come out. Probably might have left it as sort of a minute and a half. Come out towards the end because the conditions are always better right at the end. But then sometimes also coming out a little bit earlier gives you an empty track, which can be more advantageous for you. Just depends. So Stuart on an out lap. Johnny has now started his hot lap, but he's backed out of it, so he's going to end up doing a second warm-up lap. Honey Badger into turns 1 and 2, accelerates down nicely onto the straight. Into 8th, deploying his ERS. Down into 4th, takes that a little bit too tight, could have gone a bit wider there. Onto the throttle, up into the fast right-hander, drops it down a gear and keeps his foot planted. Up to here, down to 2nd gear, up to 3rd gear through this corner, or stay into 2nd. Again, make the back end a bit twitchy on exit, but he changed up early. So down into 2nd gear for the right-hander, and then accelerate through, normally to about 6th gear. And down here into 3rd gear, or 2nd gear in his case. Let's drop it down a little bit more, get a bit of turn in there. Through the gears, applying ERS, coming up towards the DRS line, and he opens that now. We'll see what time Honey Badger, currently at 108.6. He's looking at 108.2 up into 2nd place. So Stuart now also coming into the final sector. but he also is full on ERS, so he is backed off and doing a second lap now, so we can grab that in a minute. Cavolis taking second place, 108.181, so a good lap by him in the Ferrari. So Poop Cannon also having a good race, 5th position. Was doing okay in Division 1 last night, but got disconnected. Unfortunately, his AI car caused absolute havoc because it just would not let anybody past. And yeah, it caused quite a few incidents, to be honest with you. But not his fault. It was obviously a connection tape. But hopefully he'll be able to see the race through to the end. So he is going on a lap now. Right, okay, so let's jump back to Stuart. He has invalidated, so we won't see any improvement on that. Hipke is on a lap, just coming into the, well, round the final turn now, along the sweeping left-hander flat out. What time can Pipke put on the board? We are, look at, he was 3/10 slower, so didn't improve on that one. Everybody else has dived into the pits. If they are very, very quick, they would be able to get out and get another lap in, but they would need to be quick. Poop Kelly just getting out of the way there, which is good to see. Good sportsmanship. Hummer is on a lap, 17 thousandths of a second up on his time. But that's still 6/10 down on pole position. Needs to find something through this final sector. Could be where he backed out last time. He lost a lot, so 65 hundredths or 65 thousandths of a second. Deploying all of that ERS. DRS is on. Hug this wall as much as you can at 108.7, so doesn't improve on his time. Stuart has retired now, so can't improve on his time and doesn't feel that he'd have the time to actually make an improvement. So who is next across the line? We are looking at Skipper, current 109.4. Improved? No, doesn't improve at all. We then have the 2 strikes coming across. Romero just starting. Is he just starting his hot lap? I just see yellow flags everywhere, so it's difficult to tell who's on laps and who isn't. Right, we've got an Alpine that is coming. That's going to be Connor, currently 108.6, 108.4, jumps up into 6th place. So a good closing lap there by Connor. Composite in the pits, Skipper in the grass. Then we have, I think it's the 2 Red Bulls coming through. Hummer into the pits. Oh, Ralph's all the way around there. And Ferrari, right. Meanwhile, where is Johnny? How's Johnny getting on? So Cavolis has finished, current time 108.181 in 2nd place. Will he remain there? Will Stewart stay there with a 108 flat? Or will we see a late improvement? Currently down into 4th position. Poop Cannon in 3rd. Honey Badger 4th. Johnny now coming across to the start-finish line. And does improve ever so slightly, but only in time, not in position. Welcome back, Mr. Bogarowski.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, my apologies. I had a unannounced guest coming in. Anyway, I see Stewart held ground.
Yes.
108.703 got him pole position ahead of Cavolis Magic Poop Cannon. So a great day for Ferrari. Then you have Honey Badger in 4th. Johnny in fifth, Connor in sixth. Both the Saubers doing well in 7 and 9. Hummer only P8. That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, I think he struggled on a couple of his laps, but we'll see what his race pace is like.
Oh, wait. I do see Nathan's name in the timetable. Did he manage to join after all?
It does look like he got in, but he didn't get out to do a lap, so we'll be starting
Oh,
from the back of the grid. But yeah, good to have him in. So at least we won't have an AI car.
I hope not. Right, let me go through the unofficial results. Stewart on pole ahead of Cafolis, Magic, Honey Badger, Johnny, aka Jacob 5 Gaming, Connor, Pipkey, Hummer, Romero, Rigby, Ralph, Brother Adam, Pombear, B13, not bad at all, rookie. Double, Skipper, NLD Rush, Composite, Lacutzes, and Nathan, and D Summers without a time. A bit about the rookies. We have a Dutch duo, Pombear and NLD Rush, very, very unexperienced, as in this is their official debut.
Well, welcome to DTR.
And I suspect pace-wise they will be battling with probably the most experienced duo on the grid.
And races, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, I posted a stat earlier in the channel today. They're by far the oldest duo on the grid. But also the most experienced drivers. Skipper for Haas, he has 207 Grand Prix, which means he is the driver with the most F1 races on his name. And second to that is his teammate, Composite, won 153 Grand Prix. So
That's amazing.
yeah,
Absolutely
that's
amazing.
Loyal as ever, those two. Barely ever miss a race. And then they will probably pace-wise be battling mainly with NLD Rush and Palmbeard, new one. So pace-wise, they're about the same level, but from those four, usually Skipper gets the best results. He's
Yeah.
nearly
I said
always finishes the race, and he always, yeah,
the
well,
one thing I really liked about Skipper was he was never scared. You know, even when he was Div 5, he was never scared to reserve in Div 4, Div 3, Div 2,
no,
maybe Div 1, you know,
no,
was
even
push,
our
but
current Division 1 is he races every week, and he just says, I'm there to have fun. I want to finish the race and never get a point. I get a point.
yeah, he was there giving me a hard time last night.
Yeah, he's not slow at all. He's not as quick as the ones fighting for the top 5, but yeah. Right. Tires. Most drivers are on mediums. I'll mention the exceptions. In P7, Pipkey on the softs, Hummer on the hards on P8, Romero on the softs in P9. And then from P14 on, double Skipper, NLD Rush, and Composite all starting on softs. And then in P19, Nathan on softs. So we got one driver starting on hards, it's Hummer. And 1, 2, 6, 7 on softs. Well, strategy is quite a thing here because, like we said earlier, tire-wise, you need to take care of these tires to keep them alive. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you're going to lose so much time. But then again, you can have a great strategy, but if a safety car comes out, especially late, it could really change the race. You've been in that situation a few times now. And yesterday, I think, especially me, was in a good position to get some nice points until we had a late red flag that, well, kind of messed things up.
It gave everyone ahead the chance to pit. under the red card, but red flag, sorry. But it happens, you know. It's
It did.
you,
The situation, let me explain while the formation is coming up. I was on for a top 5. I was actually second. Oh, wait. Start first. Red lights are out. Let's see who has a great start. Stewart, or Cavolis? Stewart keeps the lead. Stewart keeps the lead, and Honey Badger moves up to P3. Magic drops down P4. We see some yellow flags. Oh, double in trouble. Double, it has spun lap, or turn 2.
Yeah, I was just looking. D Summers on the start, making up 5 positions. Now up 7 positions, up to 13th already. So he's looking to make.
Yeah, he's quick. Summers is pure pace, one of the best drivers on this grid. Oh, someone's off there. That's Lacatz is returning to track now. Careful, nearly making contact with the Haas of Composite. And Double is about 6 seconds behind that. So in the lead, we got Stewart. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I was in P2 when I pitted. And the field was pretty close. So I dropped back to like P13, but was on...
Connor.
Connor?
Yeah, Connor lost it coming around the final. Well,
there's a virtual safety car?
Yeah, coming out the fast left-hander, he lost it, smashed into the barrier on the right-hand side.
Oh, he's got no front wing. He's no front wing.
No, but he is still in the race. So apologies for talking over you there, Bob.
No worries. What happens on the track is more urgent. Connor will be wishing this virtual safety car will last for a while. Oh, misses the corner there. Of course, got not much grip. Oh, and Lacatz is in trouble. Yeah. Dropped to last. Seems like this is giving Double the opportunity to regain some ground. He's finding the back of the grid again.
Yeah,
even though on the yellow. Connor won't be happy, has to pit, but is hoping the yellows will last for a little bit longer so he won't lose that much time.
No, I think Connor's got to go for the hards and take him to the end.
Oh, now. Right when he's about to pit, it goes back to green.
Sod's Law, we are go. Yep, so the green flag racing again.
And it's Ralph taking advantage of it. Passing Johnny, but Johnny fights back.
Nathan Connor up the inside of Pombert, and is he going to take NLD Rush as well? They are side by side going through turns 1 and 2. NLD Rush just gets ahead, but Nathan's still making up the position on Pombert, so Nathan up to 15th.
Does seem like Nathan is in the car himself and not facing technical issues. Good.
It looks pretty normal drivery.
Nice. So maybe you can finish my story. I dropped to P13 due to pit stop. Then we had a red flag, but you can say, oh, you were P13. Yes, but I was on fresh softs versus several cars around me on much older mediums and hards, so probably would have been P6, 7. Not about me, but it's more my point making, like, could have been much more. You know, strategies only work if no other factors come into play. Look at that. The Sauber's changing position. And Pipke losing even more positions. Johnny Ralph. Hummer as well. And Hummer... Is he let by his teammate, or did he just make contact?
I'm not 100% sure on that. He looked pretty damn close to me, but he's not got any damage. So, but I'm just wondering if he's going through a phase on his tyres.
Oh, Summers. As we know from him in the few races he's done, he's not Well,
not shy at going for an overtake, is he?
no, which one way I encourage. You could be a little bit more careful at times. Is that a nice way of saying it? Oh, by the way, front, Magic with the overtake on Honey Badger for P3. And Cavola's in the lead.
Yeah, I just noticed that as well. I think down the start-finish line he's taken Stewart.
Looks like a great race for Ferrari so far.
Yeah,
Magic is yellow. Brought Adam in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, I was really hoping he'd have a better season than the last one where not much went right for him.
No, he looks like he's continuing with his poor luck. Oh. Johnny and Hummer battling away
here. Johnny too ambitious with Romero there. Yeah, Johnny. When he returns to track, some contact is made that sends him off track, makes... I think he's got damage to the front wing.
Yeah, both end plates are missing.
And dropped to P17. He'll be hoping for a safety car or a red flag soon. That's a shame. Right, so we got a top 4, and then we got a big gap. But I could see that gap being closed. Ooh.
Summers battling for 5th with Romero.
Yeah, Summers seems to be much quicker than the others. Oh, look at that! That's gone wrong!
3 wide. Oh, jeez.
Oh, my dear. That's a safety car. Well, that's what you wanted, Johnny. Well, oh, my look!
Oh, no!
What am I watching? Oh, and more cars. That's right.
I think we might see a red flag here. That's I saw them go 3 wide, and the car in the middle got sandwiched.
You know what this reminded me of? This crash. Brazil, 94. Irvine, Verstappen. And who else was there? Brundle?
You're testing me now. Testing me now.
Just Verstappen. By the way. Max wasn't even born yet. No. It was the opening race of 1994.
Was that his pre or post toasting of his pit stop?
Oh, no, it was his debut.
Right, so red flag. We are going to be...
So,
again,
like we said, Summers can be a bit ambitious. I'm not sure if it was his fault or not, but we saw like 3 cars... I'll shut my mouth and see the start. Cavolis and Stewart. Stewart once again with the best start. Cavolis right on his heels. Another yellow. Connor involved.
NLD Rush is round. Got a slight tap going round.
A virtual safety car. Wow. So, both of the Red Bulls are out and Summers is out.
Yep. I can't remember who was where, but it was if it was Red Bull on the inside and outside, it was only a Red Bull sandwich.
There was a McLaren involved, I think.
I'm going to have a quick.
Or was it Romero? I don't know. Yeah, maybe you look at that because it all went really quickly and didn't give a very clear image. I'm not sure if anyone was to blame. It was more that some cars got tangled in each other and...
Right, I'm just watching it back now. So we have Romero on the inside or in Sauber. Summers goes for a move around the outside. Then you've got Hummer. Looks like Hummer goes for a move through the middle, which wasn't quite there. And Romero hasn't seen him and sort of moving over to squeeze, I think.
Ooh, NLD Rush got a pen for speeding in the pit lane. He's probably getting in for a new nose. Johnny is in, Connor is in. So that's at the back of the field. I see some penalties as for Lacutus and Nathan.
But what
This,
tyres do you go for now, Bob? Mediums, you're not going to get 27 laps out of mediums.
um,
And we did
well,
22,
what you
23 last night.
see is most drivers went for hards. It's probably what I would have done as well.
Yeah. Oh, I
But
would
it,
have done for the start, but then if you've come in, you've used your hards, so what do they change to? They've gone to mediums, but they can't
yeah,
get 27 laps on them.
most drivers started on mediums, so those will have to go to hards. Right. So Stewart ahead of Cavolis with Honey Badger and Magic Pipkin. So the top four order is restored, and there's a little gap to both of the Saubers working well together here. Look at that, Skipper with the move on Rigby. Well done, Skipper. That's a nice move. Outside, inside.
I always remember Skipper quite liked Brazil, and I think it's Monza's another one that he's quite comfortable with.
Yeah, but look at that, P7. Doing very well today. He's got quite a gap to the Saubert. Let's see if he can close that a little bit. Followed closely by Rigby. Then we have Nathan Pombeer double. Someone who knew personally our good friend Hammers. And that's why he requested to drive Hammers' McLaren, which we, of course, granted.
Yeah.
Rod Adam, P12. We got Lacutus. I'll have a look at what penalties we have. So we have 5-second penalties for Nathan and Lacutus and 10-second ones for Johnny and D-Rush. Oh, and another 3-second for Nathan here. That will hurt. Alright, so the Saubers can't keep up with the top four, but they do keep overtaking each other and seem to be working together very well. Skipper seems to be losing time by holding off Rigby.
Yeah, they really need to work together rather than fight if they want to close in on the group ahead. As you say, Pipke and Romero perhaps working together, certainly well under
They're cousins. So they know each other well.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you work well together.
No, fair enough. Both from Sweden, by the way. I think we got quite the international grid, if you look at it. Stewart from Scotland. Cavolis from Lithuania. Honey Badger is Greek living in Germany. We got Magic, who is an Estonian living in USA. As said, Pippi and Romero from Sweden. Skipper from the Netherlands. Rigby, British, I think, half English, half Scottish. Nathan is British. Pombeer is Dutch. Rod Adam is English. Doubles English. Lacutus is Greek. Composite is Dutch. Connor is English, just like Johnny, although Johnny has some Welsh and Scottish roots as well. D-Rush is Dutch, just like Hammer. So most of them still from the Netherlands or England, but still some others from Greece, Sweden, Lithuania, Estonia. Not bad.
Yeah, it's nice to see a mix. It really is. But so yeah, we've got some long-standing drivers with us.
Well, most of them are great. I mean, if you look at it, I posted that earlier today. like half of the grid has at least 75 races on their name.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Some of them still can't race.
I'm not on the grid tonight.
That was me nearly took you out last night when you let me pass.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We were unfortunate. Where's Cavolis with the pass for the lead? Unfortunate with the red flag. After the red flag, we were a bit in trouble because we were hindered by an AI car. That means that a driver who was in the race, by the way, Romero getting a 3-second pen, lost connection and AI drives his car, and yeah, they don't make it easy on you. Oh, we have a yellow.
No, I did mention that earlier, that he did not make it easy for us to get past at all. Skipper and Rigby battling away. Skipper just dropping in behind, down into 8th at the moment. Looking for a move here. Looks like he's all over the back of Rigby. Rigby looking just a little bit unsettled at the moment. The Skipper could capitalise on this as we go. He's gone wide. Keeps the position. Rigby lost some momentum. Skipper going for a move up the inside. I think just showing his nose to let him know he's there. It's always best to make the move on the second straight here, isn't it, Bob?
Yeah.
Here we go, Skipper closing. Problem is if he goes.
Oh, that's nice, my brother Adam, moving up to P7.
Double overtake around the outside of the pair of them. Caught me napping those. Oh, who was that off in the background? We have lost Pombert at turn number 2.
Oh, safety car.
Yeah, Pombert, turn number 2, unfortunately lost the back end and ploughed into the barrier on the right, losing his front wheel. So he is out of the race. And we've got a safety car.
Wow, that will help people like Connor and Johnny, I'll bet, to go to Hearts. Well, no, Connor is already on Hearts.
Johnny going on softs.
I get that. He knows that he's going to have to stop anyway again. So
yeah, I also have to see who has got new tyres and who hasn't.
Right, 16 drivers left. Up front, some people are staying out.
Yeah, Stewart stayed out. Cannon out.
Yeah, but Cavolis comes in. And he was on 7-lap old Hearts. Interesting. So he's probably aiming 20 laps on the medium. It's doable. They will feel pretty poor at the end, but
yeah, I mean, safety car, we're going to be a couple of laps under that, so we're going to be down to... Yeah, it's not a bad move, to be honest, but I'm not sure that the mediums are that much quicker than the hards.
So, Somerset on the chat on YouTube, not happy. He was doing very well. He started from the back and he was up to, what, P6?
P5, I think, when it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, a shame, because he could have had a great result today. But I really can't tell if anyone was sort of at fault. Johnny pitting again. Probably strategical or...
Unless he had damage, changed onto a set of softs to do a lap to then go back onto the mediums.
Yes, but his mediums are 5-lap olds, which he now has.
Yeah, it might be the newest tyres he's got. But he is He's just exited the end of the back straight as the safety car main pack are coming round onto it. So he's
Yeah,
got a time to make up here.
he should be safe. He should be safe. He'll make it. It's just a shame that he's not on fully fresh tires, though.
No, but then sometimes it can be beneficial because on the older tyres they take a bit of time to get up to temperature, and he will be up to temperature by the time he reaches.
Yeah, because he can drive in a higher pace because he has to close the gap to the rest of the grid.
Yeah.
Right.
So he hasn't got a stupid delta. We should be fine.
Well, in this game, a delta, a stupid delta, nah.
Oh, I've seen it once or twice.
Can't remember. Right. So Cavolis is from the top 4, the only one who pitted, and he dropped to P9. Could be a smart thing.
I think the tyres are going to be comparable. I mean, obviously he's going to be quick for the first few laps, but then he's going to...
definitely the first 10 laps you're going to be much quicker. But the only thing is, you're in traffic, and that could cost you a lot.
Mm-hmm. But we'll see. We'll see. He looks like he's got pace here, so I don't think getting past the drivers is going to be too much of an issue. It's just how long it's going to take him and what damage he does to those tyres in the meantime. Looks like Johnny is flying at the back there, trying to catch up. I think safety car will be.
We got 10 people watching. That's not bad. Who is watching, guys? Write something. Let us know who's watching, and who are you supporting, and who do you think is going to win? And also, what lap and where do you think Stewart is going to fuck up? It's round 1 of a championship. He always does. Do you remember last season now?
Was it Kota first one? Where did
Grelis watching up the Alpine. Stewart was leading very comfortable in Kota.
Yes.
I think it was even under the safety car he wanted to pit. And he fully drove into what do you call that?
The pit entry wall.
Yeah, pit entry wall, and he DNF'd, and I said thank you.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I remember watching that. I think I was commentating on it, but yeah.
Well, me being stupid as well because I finished across the line of that race in first, and then. I think I got on the last corner of the race, got a warning and a 3-second pen, which cost me the win. Action. Well, we're going green. It's yellow as well.
Yeah, and we had a bit of flying carbon fibre at the back of the
with brother Adam and Rigby. Let's focus on the front. Stewart once again with a good start. Magic in second. Seems like Honey Badger had a bit of a lesser start.
Yeah, it looks like it was LD Rush lost a left end plate in the restart under the safety car.
Yeah, Connor P14 moving up, but on all tires. Oh, people! Oh, there's an Alpine going wide.
That's Connor.
Whoa, gee, Connor.
Connor now down into last position and quickly re-overtakes LD Rush, so back up into 15th.
Oh, Connor seems to be having more pace, but seems a bit too impatient with making up ground. Knows he is in a group of cars he wants and needs to pass quickly. Will he have a chance at some decent points? But You're going to stay impatient. You're going to end up with nothing. Right. Here comes Magic Poop Cannon under front. Another pen for D-Rush. Magic takes the lead. Overtake on Stewart just before turn 4. Honey Badger seems to be having a rough restart. Can't keep up, however, is quickly down the Saubers.
Cavolis as well, struggling on those mediums. He's 1.6 behind Rigby, so he's out of DRS.
Yeah. Well, this is pure heat in the tires. It's so difficult when there's a restart of a race to get the tires in right away in the right temperature. Well, we have another yellow. That is a Haas. Composite in trouble with Johnny. Connor chasing down double. And Stewart retaking the lead. Yes. Those boys are giving us a good battle.
Okay, Romero there overtaking Brother Adam. So Romero
Magic with the counter. Magic with the counter. Yes, once again at turn 4. This fighting might help Honey Badger.
It will do. It certainly will do.
And Stewart again retakes the lead. Brother Adam is past both of the Saubers, is up to P4 now. Cavolis in P8. And once he gets his tires up to temperature, he'll be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. He's got that gap down now, 1.2. It was at 1.6. So I think
the difficulty, though, is that you're going to be in a train of cars. And it's not very easy to pass in a train here. Right, here we go. Stewart once again leading. What's Magic doing? Staying behind for now.
But Connor back up into 12th, looking for a move on Skipper into turn 1. Connor back to 11th position, so flirting with the points again.
Yeah, well done, Connor. Johnny up to P14, not having a great race so far. Nathan and Lacutz is fighting. Cavolis is fully closing the gap.
Yeah, he's right on the back now. 0.3 of a second. But as you say, is he now going to get stuck in this DRS?
Yeah. Oh, he's missing a front end plate, though. That's what I said. You might be on better tires, but the fact that you're going to be in traffic might hinder you more than other tires. Right. Back to the front.
Like he's got speed down the straight. Now here we go. Cavoli's pulling out. Overtaking Rigby. No. Drops back in again.
No. He's ahead of Rigby.
He is. I flipped to completely the wrong person.
Right. And Magic, once again, regains the lead. So him and Stewart are putting on quite a show tonight. Skipper loses another position, this time to double. Ooh, here's some trouble going on. Nathan Lacutz is Connor now in the mix. And Stewart gets a 3-second penalty. That might hurt. That may hurt. Well, it's clear, though, that Honey Badger can't keep up. The gap is near 3 seconds, so... However, this is not over yet.
Stewart going for the move on Poop Cannon. And takes it up into turn 1, but his
Brother Adam, Pipke, both picking up the time penalty, by the way. Connor up to P9. And he will now be 4.8 seconds behind his teammate Rigby, who gets a pen. With Omar gereageerd?
So Honey Badger, yeah,
Nou, apart houden van mijn
2.8
kant.
seconds behind and a gap back to fourth place for
Ja, maar zo doe
Romero,
je niet.
3.8. Brother Adam Pipke and Cavolis
Heb je
and
hem laten
Rigby
zien waar de bak is?
very, very close behind. So this is where the
Oh,
battling
is in de
is
badkamer
going to
geweest?
be. Poop Cannon at the front now doesn't even need to overtake Stewart for that penalty. He can just sit behind him as long as he doesn't pick anything up himself.
Okay.
And can win this race without needing to make the overtake. Honey Badger as well, if he can reduce that gap down to under 3 seconds, will find himself a second position on the podium as well.
Cavolis with a time penalty, as he is on the back of Pipke's car.
This is where a lot of time penalties happen, where they're trying to battle to get past people because they're quicker, and they'll miss the corner or go a little bit wide. And that's where the warnings crop up.
I lost count with the amount of times Stewart and Magic have changed position for the lead. They seem to be doing it at least once a lap.
Yeah, but I mean 4.2 seconds clear now as well, so it seems to be working whatever they're doing. Working together to pull away.
Johnny with a time penalty, having a disaster of a race. He can do so much better than the position he's in now. But, well, let's just say this is not his race tonight.
No, we're not seeing the true Johnny out there. Hopefully next week. I think he quite likes Jeddah, so we'll see if he has any better luck next week. So 4 retirements, Pombear being the latest, and then obviously we had Hummer, Summers and Ralph all included in that big pile-up that we had down the straight.
Wow, yeah. That was quite a crash.
I'm surprised we didn't lose more from it, because everybody was smashing into everybody. It was
yeah. I think that's basically because they called out the red flag. Without it, probably more drivers would have had damage or irreparable damage from it. Well, it seems to be like becoming a big fight for P4 here, with Pipke leading the way, followed by brother Adam, Romero, Cavolis, Rigby, and Connor is closing in quickly as well. None of them is on fresh tires. Cavolis on the best tires with 10 lap up mediums. However, he's got front wing damage, so that will not help. Let's see, here comes Cavolis on the straight, just behind Romero and going for P6 on the outside. Is he braking later? Is he braking? No! Oh! Makes contact with the car ahead there. Yeah, that's the difficulty of driving in a train.
Yeah. It's like Romero tried to outbrake to retain the position, but obviously we didn't think about the car that was in front of him. So luckily we avoided any incidents there.
Brother Adam, P4 now. Oh, Double and Lacutz is in a fight for P11. I'll have a look at the penalties. Stewart on 3, Adam on 13, but might not be all his fault. Could file a report to the stewards to perhaps remove one, especially the 10-second one. Everyone else is on 3. Apart from Nathan has 8, and LD Rush has 10. And I see a yellow flag. That's a McLaren. Oh, that's double. Aye. Magic retakes the lead once again.
Yeah, Stewart's battling him very, very hard here. I think he's trying to force him into perhaps either a mistake, to maybe pick up a 3-second time penalty himself. Then it would be an out-and-out shotgun sort of for the
Let me have a
win.
look at the race director.
It's kind of the only thing you can do when you're in this position is to harry the other driver and hope that they get a corner cut that gives them a
Yeah,
penalty.
well, Magic is on one warning, so he's safe for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best fight really here is from P4 to P10, not regarding any penalties.
Yes, we are very, very close here. So they're going to take one mistake and anything could happen.
Rigby with a pen. Oh, hey, Adam comes in. That's he's on 20 lap old mediums. Oh god, he has to serve the pen. He'll be wanting a safety car soon.
He'll be praying for it, to be honest, but it could save his race.
I'm not sure if I would have went in. Well, given the amount of penalties, his tires were probably really bad. But those two at the front are impeccable, doing a great job. Honey Badger up for the second podium of his career, and second in a row.
Let's find him some form at the right time.
Yeah, he was on the podium in Japan last race of last season, where he had the double overtake on me and Hammers at the chicane in the last lap.
That's right, yes.
A risky but beautiful executed move by him. Saubers once again changing position. They're working really well together, those Saubers.
Cavolis is
In the mix. Very experienced driver, Cavolis. Been with us for years, like many others.
Driven Connor on the back now in 7th position.
Yeah.
He's had like a yo-yo race, isn't it? Up and down, up
and
down.
But listen, Connor is a very quick driver. But he is a bit mistake prone. No offense, Con. So he could win with 30 seconds difference, and he could be leading a race with 30 seconds and be sitting on the sidelines 5 seconds later. So he could be up for a podium right now, or P4 seems to max, but he could just spin it in any second and be nowhere soon. I hope not for him. Cavola is now up to P4. Look at that. He'll be wishing he'd be able to have done that earlier on and not have the damage, and he'd have a chance at the podium.
Connor passed Pipke up into 6th position.
Yeah, the Saubers are struggling but fighting. Nathan is having a wonderful race on his official debut. P7. Or, well, P8. Pipke fights back. Oh, Cavolis pick up another pen. And also, meanwhile, look at that. We got Johnny near the points. Not sure if he'll get one, but at least he is smelling something.
There's a lot of penalties ahead of him.
Yeah, exactly.
8 seconds, 6 seconds for Rigby. So if he can just close that down, he could find himself in the tail end of the points.
I'll have another look at the pens while gee, those two up front are giving a show. Cavolis is 6. Romero, Connor, Pipke at 3, Nathan 8, Lacatz is 5, Rigby 6, Johnny has 3. So Johnny could indeed move up if he can close in a little bit more. Brother Adam dropping to P14 is yeah. looked a lot better not that long ago. Oh, yellow. What's the yellow? That's the blue. That's the blue car. Oh, that's D-Rush. He is up, not far away from getting lapped. Do not worry about that. It's your first ever race. You're racing people who have done nearly 200 races. Some just 50, 75. Nevertheless, they have years of experience. Do not, because you're not scoring points, because you're lost, you're getting lapped, let this discourage you. Your pace has already improved much the last few weeks, so just keep practicing, keep going, keep racing, and you'll be fighting for points before you know it.
Completely agree. Yeah, just stick with it. But, big signs of improvement. But yeah, these front two have literally just changed trading positions, lap after lap after lap. They still pulled out 6 seconds on Honey Badger, so
And
it's
racing
not hindering
safe.
them. Yeah.
You know, I remember the times not that long ago that I was afraid to go side by side with Stewart. It's not anymore.
You're not quick enough to go side by side with him anymore.
That's one point. But it's also not that he's blasting by anymore.
No, his racecraft has improved massively, but I think there's a difference to fighting with a midfield and then fighting at the front. And when you make that leap forward,
Yellow. Nathan is around. Oh, and he was up for good points, dropping to P11 now, and that means Johnny is smelling a point. Meanwhile, brother Adam is up to P13. His late pit stop is not helping him. Right, we are coming up to the long straight. Looks like it's gonna be a win for Magic Poop Cannon because he is the one not having a penalty. Nevertheless, anything can happen. We got 2 laps to go, and there's a yellow. That is double. So the McLaren seem to be in trouble late in this race. Connor moving up to P5, and with the penalties of Cavalis, might even move up to P4.
Yeah. Good recovery drive by Connor so far.
Yeah, wasn't looking good at all, and not that long ago.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Pipke. Oh, Pipke has improved a lot pace-wise as well. Rigby with another pen. This may help Johnny a bit more. Or Nathan. Well, Nathan has 8 seconds, so not very likely.
No, it's like Johnny would make up a couple of places on that. Perhaps he could even get as high as P8 if they can close in.
Well, it's still not what he wants, but it's better than what it was looking at like 5 laps ago.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the final lap of the race. We still have Stewart leading, followed closely by Magic. And this surprises me somewhat. Still going for an overtake on the last lap. Failed because Stewart defended, but I'm not sure why you want to take that risk when you know the other driver has a pen.
Yeah, Connor picking up an extra 3 seconds there, so that's really harmed him now with 6 seconds. And we'll be fighting Cavolis for position.
What? D-Rush crashed? The one who was getting lapped? What happened there? Anyway, oh, wait, what's Magic doing?
What's,
He's dropping a gap.
he's giving him the win.
Why is that? Maybe he felt he made a mistake. Not sure. Okay. This is giving me very much Rubens Barrichello, Michael Schumacher, Austria feelings.
Yes.
Anyway, so Stewart wins the race ahead of Magic. Then we have Honey Badger. And in the end, due to pens, the Saubers take 4th and 5th. Well done to them. Very good. Very well. Connor takes 6. Cavolis ends up in 7 due to pens. Lacatis a bit unseen, but still good points in P8. Johnny ends up in P9. Rigby drops to P10 due to penalties. Nathan in 11. Skipper in 12. Brother Adam in P3, probably wishing he didn't pit that late.
Yep.
I bet his tyres felt horrible, but
I think that's the problem. You're put in a position where you don't have a choice anymore. It's either that or crash or have them explode. Well, it was, I'll be honest, fantastic racing by the front two. That was really good to see.
yeah, I have no idea what happened here, but
I could only, one of two, there could only be two things happened at the end. Either Magic slowed down to let Stewart win, or he might have been out of fuel.
oh, Magic says he had to slide in the last corner and it wasn't on purpose.
Well, that surprised me because I didn't think he'd lose 3 seconds out of that corner, but it depends how bad the slide was. So. But anyway, congratulations to Stewart taking the opening win of the season.
Including a pole position and the fastest lap, so wow. So we got Stewart, Magic, Honey, Badger, Pipke, Romero, Connor, Gavolis, Lacatsis, Johnny Rigby, Nathan, Skipper, Brother Adam, composite double, and then the rest. Right. Not a bad race. Full grid, loads of action, loads of overtakes. Great. I enjoyed that.
I did as well. I say, as you say, a bit of everything. There was some good racing. There was a terrible pile up. It would be interesting to watch back, see what people's POVs are on that. But yeah, it was a bit of a car park down the back. But red flag. Rest of the race was not too bad. A few incidents, but
yeah,
good racing. Good to see.
Good race. Some people very unfortunate, and some people made the best of it. I enjoyed it, and I want to thank everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Next week we'll be back on Wednesday with Division 1 and on Thursday with Division 2. We're going to have a sprint race at Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Looking forward to that one. Should be fun under the lights. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see if I can be back next week with Bog. I'll help out as much as I can.
If not, then you'll have to bear with just me. If Nell's there, great. We'll be with the two of us. We'll try to do whatever we can do. Give you a nice view of this race. But until then, see you next time. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.